Hey y'all, Anthony here, one half of the dev team over at Sinnerstill Studio, working on a working title, Valley of Shadow. Doing a playtest here for, well, it's a second playtest for a game that was called Endless, what was it, Endless Shooter? It's not that. Let me see. What was it called? Endless Space Shooter. It is now called Retrospace, so it's by Vigneshkrishnan. Use a hard G that time. Thank you, Vignesh. They did an update. Maybe use some of my feedback, maybe not. I have not run it yet. It is in browser. Hopefully I can keep the frame rate up like last time. So this is the one where you shoot and it moves your spaceship backward. So you could check that video out in the list. And there's this video here that's going to be up. So I'm going to do another one, which this is a first. This is a first for me. I have not done a second playtest video on updates. So I'll give anything a shot. I love it. So let's go ahead and run the game, huh? What do you say? Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Oh, can I do... There we go. Turn it down a tiny bit. Cool. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Well, you can't see behind my big dumb face there in the video, but I'm trying to click on the thing again to turn the music back on, but it's not working. I want to keep the music on, I just want to test that button. Alright, so I'm not going to click the music off because I think there's a glitch. So anyway, I like the music, I like it. I love the background, it's really great. Nice, like a nice dull blue for the stars. Ooh! Oh, you put the parallax in, that's great. Whoa! Oh, they flee. Whoa! Oh, they don't flee. The screen's moving in and out. That's cool. I think you could push that a little bit more by bringing the stars in the background closer as well. Ah, nice. I see some feedback on the creatures that are like invulnerable. I think that's great. Gives me the time survive, the score. I'm not sure if it's slowing down on purpose or not. The frame rate seems to be lessening, but I can't tell. It doesn't feel super smooth for some reason. It's definitely much more beautiful. There's a lot more information, a lot more feedback. Oh, it's so great. I love it. I'm a huge fan. Nice! I love it. I don't know why it's slowing down. There's something going on. Ah, damn. Hell yeah, restart. So it's nice and smooth here. I'm not sure. So it's super smooth. I think there's some kind of memory leak or memory dump with something going on. I don't know if something's not refreshing. It's definitely slowing down over time. At least just for me. I don't know if other players have had this issue. It's visibly slowing down over time. But I think you're using a different engine, right? You're using like the Construct engine or something. I'm not familiar at all with that engine. I'm familiar with a little bit with Unreal Engine 4, mostly with Unity. I've worked on for several years. There's definitely some kind of leak here. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know if it's maybe there's too many creatures. Right, there might be like a bunch of creatures off the screen that are absorbing memory. Also, what could be an issue is the fact I'm playing in browser. I'd be interested to see if there's something with just being able to make this a download, so I can download it and put it in, just run it off of my actual CPU, GPU, rather than through my browser. So I think even the seconds, even the time survived seconds is nice and fast. Yeah, this is super smooth right now. I wish it would stay throughout the entire game. You got a lot of really good stuff going on here. Now I think the big thing you have to tackle is the efficiency now. Yeah, so it's like as things, I notice it now, as things happen more and more, it slows down more and more. I love the rocket. I love that UI. You're giving me tons of great information. It's like right there in front of me. It's not off the screen anywhere. It's not on the corner. It's right on my character. That's great. Come on, be. Woo! Nope. Gotcha. Yeah, everything's definitely. Whoa! Ah, damn. I love it. I would check the memory. Maybe the bullets are persistent as well. Like the bullets I'm shooting out, maybe they're infinite. They just keep going, and it just keeps racking up my system. Check the number of enemies that are on the screen. Yeah, so if they're off screen for any considerable period of time, make sure you're uninstantiating them. You're destroying them from the memory. I just think you have some memory issues here, and it could be a lot more. Like the slowdown on my system is really encroaching on the amount of fun that I know I can have. So it's just making it a little bit frustrating. But I think that's a good. This is definitely a good direction. It's a very good direction. Ooh, I want it. Homing bullet. Nice. Come on. We can make it. I love it. I love that time UI. Oh. Come on. You're mine. Ah, damn. Yeah, so just make sure that your mechanics aren't encroaching on your system optimization. Meaning that if the bullets are staying forever, and the bullets are the only way that I can propel myself, then I'm going to be making a lot of bullets. So just make sure you're destroying those over time. Make sure you're destroying the creatures that should be destroyed. Make sure all of the particle effects are self-destructive as well. They're actually shutting off when they should. After their opacity goes to 0. Just things like that. Just make sure it's optimized. Woo! This is a hell of a lot of fun. This is great. Whoa! What do we got now? Giant bullets. I love the little particles that are coming off of the rockets. That's great. That's a nice little touch. Oh no! Love it. I want to keep playing. It sucks that it's slowing down, but it's like, it's super fun. Definitely work on the optimization. It's a hell of a lot of fun. But the slowdown is definitely messing around with my ability to control it. So that's the only thing. I like the information I'm getting. I'm getting good information from like the bullet hits. You have like little sparks. I love the little shields on those. You're telling me what you should be telling me now. I like it. It takes a couple of seconds to realize that those are shields. I think only because the shield itself is a shield, but it's in the direction of the actual creature, so they're all, just at a glance, they're all kind of strange. Like they're all just flipped around, like they're all rotated differently. So maybe take it off of the object, and instead of making it independent of the object, and make sure the shield is always like right side up, so I can tell it's a shield. Other than that, I don't really have much more powerful feedback. I think that you can keep going. I think work on the optimization, get it so I want to play even longer, so I don't get too super frustrated by the slowness of the mechanics. And work on now I think what you could probably start working on is level design, right? Like we were bringing up earlier, we brought up with the previous playtest. Just work on like actual level design, like what's actually happening. Is it forever? This is called, what's the game called? So it's Simple Space Shooter, but you called it something. Hold on. Was it Retro? It's called Retrospace. Cool. So that's that. Yeah, just work on the optimization. So that's good. work on the optimization and try to get that optimized so it doesn't slow down anymore. Again, make sure you're clearing objects, you're clearing data as we no longer need it. That might mess with, probably might mess with the way that you're instantiating enemies, the way that like the design is worked out now. But now work on level design, work on actual things that maybe I'm moving through a giant derelict like Space Hulk, like this ancient system that's there, right? Rather than just flying just through naked space. I mean, you could have levels where it's just naked space, and maybe I have to survive a certain amount of time, right? And it's just more creatures are coming up, more powerful creatures over time. Like really diversify the kind of creatures that are coming at me. You know, maybe give me some enemies that like zip across. Maybe like they start up like aiming at me, and they like build up, and then they zip across the screen. Maybe, you know, just really just throw stuff at me. Work on the level design. Now work on crunching that through your player base. I think you're on is a really good direction. I love it. I'm having a great time. Thank you so much for sending me the message, and I hope this was helpful to continue on with your development cycle. All right, so thank you so much, Vignesh. I really appreciate it. Good luck and good skill. Keep working. Love it. See ya.